is a, I've been writing reviews about wine in haiku form since 2005. It started out as a complete joke. I figured that it was like, what's more pretentious than writing about wine? What's more pretentious than poetry? And what's more pretentious than haikus? So this was, so I'm about, I have about 1,000 now. I've been writing since 2005. So I'll read you some of the recent ones. This is a Christopher Creek Meritage that I tasted in Sonoma. It was delicious. All right. Christopher Creek, 2015 Meritage. Compressed Super Balls. Ricochet off the palate. Ping pong in the mouth. All right. And from that same vineyard was a Christopher Creek Dolcetto, which is a grape that is usually just grown in the Asti region of Italy, of northern Italy, the Piemonte region. Anyway, this is a really nice wine, Dolcetto. Softly serious, a wisp of sweetness, then gone. Enigma lingers.
Oh.
They're not all serious. Some are funny.
Give me shit, man.
What else? Okay. Tom, you'll tell me when to stop. This is actually, this is number 1,000. Stag's Leap Cabernet Sauvignon 2015. Taste the Promised Land. Sun-soaked hills. Bow to morning. Sigh deeply at dusk. Taste the Promised Land. Sun-soaked hills. Bow to morning. Sigh deeply at dusk. So I do these things. I'm very strict with myself. I have 575 syllables, like what a haiku is supposed to be, I think.
Yeah, right.
Okay. BV Bulow Vineyard, Napa Cabernet, 2015. The days dwindle down. Leaves turn golden, red, amber. Seduction's softness. See, I need like 3,000 people applauding. So this was, okay, Chateau Grand Marnier. This is 1996, a Bordeaux that was just the last legs of its life. Sometimes like you get an old wine and you say, you keep it around and say, well, now's the time to open it. And sometimes you open it and it's perfect. Sometimes you open it and it's a little too late. This was just at the end of its life. And it wrote, deep into sunset, last charming faint flecks of light yield to solemn night.
You're going to make a book of these?
I am. I'm editing it right now. I'm using this enforced time to sit down and edit this that I've been putting off for about a year. So, should I read a couple more, Tom?
Where is Tom, by the way? Is he up there? Oh, there he is.
He's there.
I see him. Yeah.
Oh, I wasn't. Okay, I was muted. Okay.
All right, I'll read a couple more. This is a Sebastiani Rosso. This is like an Italian blend. 2014. No need to impress. Clean, confidently precise. Organic payoff. So
I like you're using alliteration quite nicely too in this.
Yeah, I try to here when it works. All right, this was my first quarantine wine, so I referenced it. This was a I figured that
forget your first.
And it's like I'm running out of all my my regular day-to-day wine, so now I'm dipping into like the stuff that I've been like keeping for special occasions. So this is a Rhone wine, a Giogandis, Domaine Les Palières. Quarantine for years, deep earth, warming robust fruit, evolved in silence. That was a 2005 wine, and the second I opened it up, the nose, it was like raspberries just jumped out of the bottle. I'm like, wow, right on time. So let's see.
Great, man.
I'll read.
Keep
I'll
going.
read.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. What do I got here? Okay, this was a Burgundy. This is a Maison Champagne, Pernon Réglisse. Smoke night, dusty dusk, Singed cherry kiss, stern and sweet. Sleep softly on stones. Let me read it again. I'm sorry.
Wait, that's too many syllables for a haiku.
It's not. Smoke night dusty dusk. 5. Singed cherry kiss, stern and sweet. That's 7. And sleep softly on stones.
Wait, go back to your 7 syllables again.
Singed cherry kiss.
What kiss?
Singed.
And the next word?
Cherry.
Singed cherry kiss. Go.
Stern and sweet.
Oh, okay. Singed cherry kiss. That's 7. You got it.
Sleep softly on stones.
Nice. Very nice.
Do you like wine?
I do like wine. Yes.
Yeah, it's great. I don't get too crazy with it, but I really enjoy drinking it, and it's
Don't get too crazy. Just write haikus about it.
right. To me, I get crazy, but well, it's the thing. If I wrote
Everyone does that.
Yeah.
But it's
very cool.
So is that? I think that's good, Tom.
You
So
want
move on.
to? You want to? Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me just. Sorry, Dave Derby is asking to come in. Okay. So between Erica and Nat and Dave, does somebody want to go first, or?
I do not want to go first.
Okay.
Hi, Erica.
Hi.
Hey, Erica.
I'm Michael, by the way. I don't.
Michael, I'm Erica.
Another murderer, Mike.
And I see, are you Nat?
Oh, Erica. I think I saw.
Yes.
You.
How's it going?
Hi. By the way, how's everybody holding up? Everybody safe and well and dealing with all this pretty well?
Yep.
Best they can.
I was down, but I'm back up. Ain't nothing gonna knock me down.
That's right.
Kissing the night away.
Ain't nothing gonna break your stride.
And then also you have to homeschool your kid while this is going on.
And work.
Yeah.
You're
That's
homeschooling
Yeah,
a child.
Oh,
that's
yeah.
fun.
Yeah, you have to
That's
homeschool everybody. I mean,
That's a lot of work, man.
there's no school.
A child with no independence.
Wow.
Yep.
That's
So
like me, though.
Yeah.
hey, but at least I figured out first grade Common Core math.
You did?
Yeah,
No
I'm
one.
down with it. Second grade, I'm not sure how that's gonna be, but first grade, I figured it out.
Cool, man. Good for you.
I'm winning.
All right, Dave, you want to go?
Sure.
Whoa, the guitar came out of nowhere. It was like underneath the spaghetti pile.
It was behind the spaghetti. It's
The
under the
guitar
spaghetti.
came.
I was
Hold on,
gonna
I
was gonna say
gotta
that
get a little.
looks like-
I gotta get some sauce out of the.
How did you make a guitar out of a meatball?
I want to make like a gif of you doing that. Just like
It's kind of like it's like
So thanks to Tom, I dug a food song out of mothballs and I wrote one. So
Okay.
I'm gonna do the one. This is the band I had right out of college called Flat Dog, and this is called Katie Bakes. Oh, Katie Bakes, my heart breaks in a gingerbread affair. Honey buns dipped in rum. In the sun she's cooking. Oh, Katie Bakes. Oh, Katie Bakes. Hey, 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 hey. Hey, 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 hey. Pie, cookie pie, you're a sight. Oh, my sweet and sour eyes. Buttercup, I give up. As you spread in your candy fingers, oh, Katie Bakes. Oh, Katie
7:20 p.m. on the 3rd of March. The phones of Cavalier, Tony,
Oh, kitty babes, my heart breaks in a gingerbread oven. Buttercup, I give up as you spread in your gently fingers. Oh, kitty babes. Hey, 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 baby. Hey, hey, hey,
Yeah.
all right.
I like you better than the other David Foster, the other fake David Foster.
Oh, thank you. You
Yeah.
mean the one that ran over Ben Vereen?
I don't like, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I actually know Ben Vereen, and I don't like him for running over.
Yeah, that's not a good, that didn't really win him points in my book either.
I have to say the sound of him running over Ben Vereen is much better than the sound of his records. So.
Oh! Wish we had a drummer here, because that deserved a
Well, Tom DeVito's late as usual. Oh. Hey, Dave.
All right, so this is a song that I wrote for this. Thank you, Tom.
Wait, you wrote 2 songs for this?
I wrote a new song for
2
this.
songs for this you wrote?
No, one. I wrote one. The other one was an old food
Oh,
song.
that's an older one. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, and then Lane actually did an amazing production of it. I just sent him me and ukulele, and he threw a whole
Nice.
orchestration. But this is just going to be a little me
All right.
and the ukulele. It's called Breakfast in Bed. The sunny side is waiting. The whole wheat toast is done. Coffee will steep while you're still asleep. The day is looking beautiful. A slice of pear and apple, peanut butter spread. I'm waking you late, I'm carrying your plate. Show you my love by giving you breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed. Wake up, sleepyhead, and eat your breakfast. Pancakes, cider, bacon, bananas on the top. Cooking since dawn, oven lights on. I can't wait to serve you some breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed. Going to be fed. So eat your breakfast in bed. So eat your breakfast in bed. So eat your breakfast. You can slather all my biscuits with your raspberry jam. I can gather muffin baskets and some smoked country ham. Oh, don't need no cream or sugar. Honey's in my tea. Orange fresh squeeze, I hope you are pleased. So open wide, enjoy your breakfast in bed. Breakfast in bed. Get up, you sleepy head, and eat your breakfast in bed. You're going to be fed, so eat your breakfast in bed. Wake up, sleepyhead and eat your breakfast. And eat your breakfast. And eat your breakfast. And eat your breakfast.
That's a good song.
Yay!
Yeah, Dave.
That's
Yeah.
a
I'm
good song.
gonna post a reaction.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah. Nice.
Dude, that was like, is it if Ram were written in quarantine?
Right.
That would be the long lost track.
Yeah, Dave has a lot of
I
long
agree with
lost
you.
Graham
I
tracks.
agree.
Absolutely. All right, Viseglia, you ready?
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, my presentation is not going to be as long as those guys. I mean,
That's okay.
you guys are like, all right. Anyway,
Right. Hold on. One sec.
uh,
Here we go. Go.
participants. All right, I wrote this for this particular event. One thing I've learned from coronavirus isolation is how unself-reliant I am. You see, I don't know how to cook, never learned, and frankly, was never that interested. Growing up half Puerto Rican and half Italian was a blessing in the gastronomic part of my life. My mother was a great cook in both styles, and as the firstborn, both my grandmother and my mother showed a lot of love to me and how much they would spoil me with frequent, overflowing, and great tasting meals. That consequently never incentivized me to learn how to prepare food for myself. The best I could do was the forlorn, flaccid pancake or French toast that looked and tasted like a bathroom sponge. Certainly not the most nutritious stuff unless I added wheat germ, which I was known to do. Nowadays, I run out to grab something fast, a bagel, some Chinese noodles, a quick scrambled egg sandwich, or even the fake sausage thingy that Dunkin' Donuts serves on 2 pieces of styrofoam. Adding anything to avoid turning on a range or an oven and digging out some Spanish Inquisition looking utensil. I eat so much breakfast cereal that I get Christmas cards from Kellogg's every year. Yes, I was that boy in junior high school that always had cavities from eating a French cruller and the occasional bar of halva with every lunchtime meal. A meal wasn't a meal without several thousand milligrams of sugar and enough salt to make the Dead Sea jealous. It used to be said that the consumption of oil in foods would promote acne, which I did have. But what is an Italian boy supposed to do to avoid oil in foods? If I told that to my grandma, she would run to Our Lady of the Snows RC Church and light candles every day until I came to my senses and once again became a normal Italian boy with virgin olive oil from Venice exuding from my pores, like the miracle of the crying rock in Palermo. I was the guy who believed Ronald Reagan when he said ketchup was the vegetable. I mean, the closest I ever came to a vegetable was when I visited my Uncle Dominic at Bellevue after he got hit in the head with a falling cinder block at his work site. But now that I'm holed up in upstate New York, and there are no quick food runs anymore, I'm learning that I would simply starve, like Papillon on Devil's Island, or maybe start boiling my own sandals to make soup if left to my own devices, were it not for my wife. She, of course, is with me during this lockdown and guards against my predilection for peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, chips, and beer. She can take very simple ingredients and whip up lovely meals seemingly out of thin air, like salmon frittatas, grilled root vegetables on a bed of kale, pasta fra diavolo, and curried rice. She even makes organic chicken for our dog and heats up stacks of bones in the oven, cue Jeffrey Dahmer, for our furry daughter, who, by the way, always looks at me warily whenever I run out of Doritos. But now that spring is upon us, our quarantine will hopefully be easier to manage, and I look forward to luxuriating in her culinary skills outside on my deck, regardless of the attraction that may bring to the black bear population up here in the Catskills. Yeah, I know, don't judge me. We bought this house in 2001 when I was making a much better income as an itinerant musician, and I'm doing everything I can to still be able to afford it which is a struggle now that literally all of my work has disappeared. So pardon the first world problem. In addition to that, we have some very intrepid neighbors who have veggie gardens, maple syrup taps, honey farms, chickens and goats and meat smokers, much to my vegetarian dismay. But my primeval instincts may prevail if these trying times become even more trying. However, as summer approaches and sports takes over the TV, either through reruns of older games and matches or by games being played to empty stadia, I will wildly cheer the boys of summer through mouthfuls of chips and beer and pretend that there's a faux sausage sandwich with my name on it at the imagined Dunkin' Donuts on the imagined corner.
Nice.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Great.
Thanks.
All right. Nat or Erica?
I'll go.
All right. Okay, I'm going to mute everybody and then unmute Nat. All right.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
It is too loud. No.
Yeah.
It's good. Excellent. Then I shall play for you a song called Gourmet Love. Is an acquired taste. Took a while till I could handle your face. It took a while till I could hold your hand. First kiss my I had to order something else on the side. I love to push around, try your love to hide. I had to roll it around on my tongue. Take it underneath the table with my chewing gum. Right? I've tried snails, big green, and the stew. All that fails, beside the taste of you. Really tastes so good, used to. A flavor I could not identify. So pungent that it made me cry. And though I gagged and wrinkled out my face, for too long I had for your love. Thank you.
Hey, Nat, I think that the guitar, unfortunately, the guitar is a little bit too loud.
Too loud.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay.
It's a little bit hard to understand your lyrics. Sorry. If you want to hit that one again, that's okay.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll move on. How's that? Better?
Yeah. Seems good.
Sorry, yeah.
How about the song Luncheon? Some people got charm, some people got grace, some people got a fine figure, you know, they got a beautiful face. But nobody nobody got a high class the way that I do. And that's supported by the true fact that I reveal to you. The motherfucker got a lunchbox, pork, white bread sandwich in my chair. Them people got a lunch, but I got a luncheon on a little luncheon. Some people got a lunch break, but I got all day. And they be working on a milkshake, well, I'll be sipping on a Chardonnay. And I believe that they know the score, what all the little folks are now for. And they left with unanswered question, and the other winters in digestion. And then they got their elbows on the table and are reaching and hunching. Well, pardon my reach, but I'll take a luncheon. I want a little luncheon. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm taking my time. I wanna live life right. I wanna take a sip of wine, ever so fine, and savor every bite. I wanna linger over every dish, a little fowl and a little fish. And I wanna find confection to put my palate in a new direction. You don't be ever try to drag my ass. No form of fun. I'm staying right here until I finish my luncheon. I wanna have a little luncheon. Give me some luncheon. Get some. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thank you. How was that?
Great song, man.
Was that all right?
Yeah,
man, that was great.
That's a
You
great
could hear-
song.
You could hear everything, eh?
Yeah.
Good. Good stuff. Should I play or am I done?
You can do one more if you want, sure.
Okay. I'll do Long Table for Two. Long table for two. Long table for two. I'll be down at one end and at the other end of two. Come on, baby, come on over tonight. Sweet champagne and candlelight. Have the butler pull out your chair. I can hardly see you way down there. There's a long table for two. And another long table for two. We're down to one end, and at the other end is you. My baby, we should pass the salt. She's flung everywhere in the catapult. It's lost in the glare of the chandelier. Maybe it burn up in the atmosphere of that long table for two. It must have been another long table for two. You're down on one end, and at the other end is you. Get down at the other end, trying to figure out the stride, refracted by the finger bones and the hazy candlelight. And it's you, baby, it's you, down at the end of that long table for two. The idea was a long table for two. You're down on one end, and at the other end is you. You're down on one end, and at the other end is you. I'll be down on one end, way, way down at the other end is. Thank you.
Wow. Great songs, man. Really good. Really, really good tune.
Nice job.
I like it.
Thank you very much indeed.
So we had two people actually. Laney had to drop out. There's some medical stuff, and Neville had to drop out because he had a last-minute assignment. So I thought I would read the David Foster Wallace short story, Consider the Lobster, but I was just looking at it, and it's not great. So I'm going to read just two short poems of mine from 20 years ago, but they're food poems. So we'll just do that, and then we'll hear Erica and just close out maybe early. This was written for a poetry class. It's called Strawberries. Strawberries bursting in blood joy like a river dribbling down long legs, to be washed away to the edge of the garden, trickling thin and sweet, scalded pink flesh, hairs standing in unison, tall trees in moonlight. And the last one is called Buena. To lick your face like caramel, trace your jawbone with my teeth. Aleph is for Africa, Bet is for black, Gimel is for griot. Meditation on the Aleph Bet brings enlightenment, the full name of God. Chocolate and caramel, we are a turtle bar, sticky, gooey strands, or a caramel vanilla candy. Honey is eaten with the first taste of Torah to make learning it sweet.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Great.
Thanks, man.
I like
20 years old. I'm trying to get myself writing again. It's a pain in the ass.
It's a good thing to do, though.
It is a good thing to do. Actually,
As good a time as any.
As good a time as any. Actually, my friend Diane, Diane Kamikaze, who's a DJ on FMU, asked me to write reviews for her site, and I said I don't want musicians hating me as much as I hate critics, but I started writing reviews now of bands.
Good.
Which is a lot of fun because I'm writing about people I want to write about, and a lot of these people are not very well known, which is kind of fun.
Are you reviewing records or what
records? Yeah, records pretty much.
Recordings, yeah.
Yeah, records. There's a band from Asheville, North Carolina called Fem Nazi Goal, who are amazing. And then this band from Portland, Oregon called Mercury Tree. Pretty incredible. And then I'm going to write a hate piece on Sonic Youth really soon. Yeah.
All right.
I always hated them. So
Ooh.
I don't apologize for that one, even though it's very unpopular. So Erica Smith.
Kind of like what I felt about the White Stripes or something,
I could tolerate the White Stripes. I think for me, Sonic Youth, if you listen to Bad Moon Rising, there are, I think, I don't know, 20 songs or 18 songs. There are only 2 songs on the whole record. Everything else is just, bad poetry, in my opinion. But anyway, Erica Smith. Do we have songs?
You're the critic, man. All right, you're the critic.
Yeah, people hate me now.
Erica.
Oh, wait, sorry. Wait, unmute Erica. There we go. Now
Am
you're
I
unmuted.
on?
You are on now.
I
Sorry.
said, speaking of bad poetry, I'm offering my own into the canon, which these are just notes that I harvested from my phone from the past few years toward today's predicament. Just a few verses, very freeform. Can't sleep to dream, can't breathe to scream, can't go out, can't stay in, can't fight, can't win. Close your eyes and inhale again. Something's hijacked my nervous system. Must have caught it when I kissed him. The mix of perineal and single malt loosened the lock of my memory vault. Things are all that they seem. I ate all the ice cream. It only took 3 days. The story goes any number of ways and always ends up in the same place. My parents called it feeding your face. Every bite is a note of the symphony. If you can't hear it, I send you my sympathy. Don't knock it. Don't deny it. Just cut it the fuck up and fry it. Well,
Very nice.
Is that everything?
that's it. That's